All right, I'm gonna play Golden Sun. It's been a while since I played this game, so getting it right off the bat is not a blind playthrough. I played and beat this. I've beat this game twice. I've played it 3 times. There might have been a fourth playthrough that I've also beaten, but I mean, this was years ago. I actually beat it somewhat recently, within the last like 3 years or so. It was just it was an itch that I just wanted to, I wanted to play it, and I beat it, and I went on to play Lost Age, and I actually couldn't beat Lost Age. And again, this is like a couple years ago that I couldn't make this happen. The game is so freaking difficult, man. So I kind of set it aside for later, but I'm gonna be playing it as per my Evolution Worlds run. This is an emulator, so here's what I got. This is an old copy. I might as well just show my Lost Age 2. Got those bad boys. Love these games. Quite possibly a top 5 game of all time for me. Golden Sun, just the Golden Sun series. It's pretty freaking fantastic. But without further ado, let's play the game. Xbox 360 controller again. Man, this screen is so tiny. One of my favorite things about this game are the puzzles. I'm a big puzzle fan. It's kind of crazy that I don't actually just play puzzles in general. I really get around to playing puzzles. I was messing around with this earlier today, running into a lot of issues, but I did a few combats. I went to the early section of the game, so I think I'll be okay. Hopefully nothing breaks on me. Looking forward to beating the final boss. Because when I played this game for the very first time, I could not beat the final boss. I don't want to spoil anything if, someone just happened to not play this game when it came out, was it like 2002 or something like that. But there's a final boss, and I just couldn't beat it. Tough. Then I went around to play it again, and I beat it. And then the most recent time, I beat it as well. I beat Lost Age once, I believe. Only played it twice, to my knowledge. For the longest time, I didn't even know that there was a sequel to it. And this kind of goes into small spoiler territory. But this game kind of ends abruptly. Oh, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Technical difficulties already. So, I'm just gonna... I can go the other way, but, I'll run into some rocks and things like that, so, I ain't gonna deal with all that right now. Well, I guess I could have manipulated this a little bit better. I didn't keep the aspect ratio the way I should have. Should probably stop going through this text a little quick. And we got our boy Garrett. Let's go. Two-Face with the host. Thank you, man. I don't know if you're watching right now, but myself and someone else, what's his name? Karma Karma Gaming, I think. We were chatting, but I think your chat was broken. You couldn't see nothing. I saw you picked up some new weapons, though. I tweeted you a clip. Clip got me cracking up, man. Yeah, I've had that chat issue. I actually, this is like just random thing. I ran into that issue once, and so I just set up like a second chat window. And that way, if my chat doesn't work, right next to it is actually a second chat that I could possibly just rely on. Homeboy gonna die, he gonna die. Well, you're having a good time. Thanks for trying to warn you. Appreciate it. Your day so far? My day's alright. Oh, I can use the joystick for this. Oh, we're going into battles. Alright, sounds okay. I think my day could be better. Mostly in a work sense. My job is not giving me enough work to do right now. And I'm in that limbo state of, well, there's no work for me to be doing. And sure, that may sound amazing to some, but if I'm sitting there with nothing to do and the people know that I have nothing to do, am I allowed to do whatever I want? Can I just surf Reddit or something like that? Is that something I can do? Can I get away with that? I don't think I can get away with that. Although I did kind of do that today. It was more like a trial run. It was my break. I just wanted to see, you know, if people were gonna be paying attention to something. Having too much downtime sucks. Absolutely. I had a job back when I went to community college. Long time ago. I worked in the bookstore, and it was super busy in the summer. But when it was wrapping, or super busy at like the beginning of the semester, but as soon as it was wrapping down to like the middle section where, you know, like everybody already has their classes and their books, it was nothing to do. So I just had to sit back there on my stool, looking at the door, waiting for something to do. And it was the worst job I ever had because of that reason. And you know, my boss was always trying to give me some bull crap things to do, like, oh, you know, go sweep or clean under the, what are those, the potato chip racks and things like that. One time, my boss had me go out and clean the microwaves throughout the campus. That was kind of degrading. I wasn't too happy about that. Life is hard. I mean, that's my boss, you know. I can't be telling him that. Sure did see what happened. I should have said no, just to see what she would have said. Throw a hot pocket in his face, take that. You're crazy, man. Oh my gosh. Throw a hot pocket in his face. think there's an item in here. Come on, don't do this to me, game. I need to look good for the stream. Come on, man. Man, it's already, what is this, like 10 minutes into the stream and I'm already running into this issue? I ran into this issue so many times with this game when I was playing it on the DS, or the, well, yeah, I guess the DS, because I was playing it on the DS and the Game Boy Advance. But the A button is used to interact with things. But the A button also brings up the menu. And it's kind of annoying. You just handle your frustrations through humor, you think? Oof. You're doing a full playthrough for this one? Well, I'm gonna play this game to completion. And I do have plans to play Lost Age. I just don't know if I'm gonna play it immediately after this. It really depends on how I'm feeling after I beat this one. But then again, you know, I was saying similar things with Trails of Cold Steel, and I basically just got around to playing that one immediately afterwards anyway, so. I also have Dark Dawn. I would show the cartridge for that one, but it's in my backpack. I want to play all three, 100%. That way, huh? That way, huh? Which way is that way? Punk kid. Anyways, yeah, I guess long story short, I will be doing a full playthrough of this game and the other games. To be determined for the other games, though. Who knows? I might just be super hyped after beating this game. Because, again, this one does end abruptly. So, going straight into the second game would be fairly nice. Awesome. Got a lot of content to go through. You'll be chilling. All right, man. Have a good time. Go to the grocery store. Oh, man, I was going to ask you about that fish stuff, but I guess you could just respond to me on Twitter since I hit you up with that anyways. Goodness, I love the music for this game so much. So good. Beach area where the sea lions were dying. Just what? What? That is crazy. Soundtrack is bomb, actually. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I actually have the soundtrack for this game because it's that good. Poor Felix. The dude is gonna die. Are you, well. Are you sure you got the range for that Psy energy? I know the Psy energy in this game is pretty close range. You need to be on the other side of the river to be helping him. Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, did the emulator break? What happened? Okay, they ain't gonna show people get squashed. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to talk. Wait, what did he say? Okay. I got you, man. I got you. Little man Isaac to the rescue. Man, oh man, and the battles for this game are A1. They look so good. Oh yeah. These are two of my favorite villains. Even though probably in the grand spectrum of things they're not that great. Well, they're cool. I thought they were really cool. Way back when, anyways. We'll see how they hold up by today's standards. You know what? I was actually testing out Golden Sun Dark Dawn today, just to see if it works. And holy crap, does that game have the longest intro of scrolling text. And then it transitions to like a bunch of story stuff of a bunch of text. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It takes 20 freaking minutes just to play the game. It's crazy. So way back when, oh, I guess we don't know their names yet, so I shouldn't talk about their names. But the blue guy, I used to call him a name. It wasn't his name. All right, well, this is our first boss battle, and we cannot beat them. We just get straight up bodied. But I got to go first, so they can't be that good. And the game is over. See, I told you the game ends abruptly. You weren't listening to me, though.